Hi folks, we have one last game for you from the 8 Regents tournament in the Martell Stark matchup, and the match is decided, so it's already 5-2 in favor of Stark at this point, as you have seen. And the last two players, we have Dennis for Stark playing trading with Qohor, which is alright, and we have Martin playing Martell Alliance, which also is not too bad, although not really going with the original plan we had for Alliance here. So,
What
yeah.
was the original plan?
Uh,
Cancer?
no, we're going to mostly play Qohor with
Ah,
Alliance. I think we played
Qohor
one.
Kingsguard
I think we
still
played
legal at that point.
three companies one time with Alliance. This is the second time. Basically, it's like banner rows with rental tile and stuff, and then Wolf adds fast aid and stuff like that. So kind of renown rush. Didn't get to play any cancer with Alliance. Wasn't enough time to play all the decks that I wanted to play. But I'm pretty happy I got to play pretty diverse decks in this tournament. 7 games, so yeah. Fast aid is here, so that's not too bad. Then gets his sweet slip and gets stand, so could go quickly. Stark just has Wyman.
Hmm. Yeah, Sweet Sleep is great against Qohor because Qohor always has milk available. But it's not a bad setup for Stark. I mean, it's not the most rushy, but all the key pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Drew and the stand on demand.
Yeah, but it's not going to compete against the power gain.
Hmm.
With just, I mean, if nothing else came out, but of course it's going to. So
Hmm.
we have Maiden on both sides, and what
Dennis
do we
let
do?
him go first,
Yeah, we
which
go.
means you got extra gold.
That's true, but also we attack into a board without any power on the faction card, so it's not gonna be so great for us. Although on the other hand, I mean, you could get intimidated by Star Qohor, which also sucks.
Yeah.
Star Qohor pretty good actually. It's underplayed because Stark players are generally boring and don't want to experiment. But as a deck, it's pretty decent. Got some great results over the years. You can get your Wolfies. Start with Greywind, who has stealth, or with the Wolf King for non-dealing, then trade into Nymeria for intimidate.
But these are some good cards for Martell.
Marjorie can increase the strength, which is what Eddard needs to do 2 challenges.
Yeah,
But
the only problem is that you're needing Marjorie and the reducer, and then you need something that's gonna go in a challenge with Eder.
oof, okay, just played out everything here. Yeah, doesn't have any bodies with renown either, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not
Also doesn't
gonna
have
go
any, yeah,
so
it doesn't have
so quickly.
anything that can go in. I mean, you can do military with Desert Trader and Eder, but Desert Trader is the first one that goes, right? And small run early, pretty nice.
Can't even win challenges at this point. Okay, we can do that military if nothing else comes in.
With 5 gold, I don't think Dennis is gonna save the 5 gold.
Hmm.
Wolf King would be nice if he was first.
Which he could have been, but chose not to.
Very cool.
There to be killed or aired away. And stand, yeah, well, okay, Martin has a wider board, but There's some quality marshaled here, especially with the potential to air recon into something bigger. The one attachment only. Not the worst
Yeah,
attachment, but it's not the best.
I think in
Hmm.
that's the second, but I don't think there's that many cheap attachments that would be impactful. Of the cheap ones, I think you only have probably milks and bodyguards, right?
Okay, so it will take some power, not the double power. I think at this point just getting military claim because it's 4 characters in play. It's not the worst to just kill one off.
Yeah, and then I don't think you want to use Wyman's ability because you you really don't want you really don't want to get some weird March or something. I mean, it doesn't look like a March deck, but I don't know.
Well, is there anything in hand?
Can you win this with Marjorie? No, it's one, right?
Yeah, unless there's surprises.
Mm. For 0 gold?
Well, what's it going to be? Okay, doesn't bother. And that's not the
Oh, there's
best.
Frozen Forest, of course. Yeah.
Could have got a character instead of the Frozen Solid in this cohort type
Yeah,
is an interesting choice because it can go on your own location as well.
yeah, but that's a little bit slow, right? Because you put it on your location, then you don't get the econ until it's ready to win.
Yeah, but it does give you a delayed stand. Uh, Probably better plan is just to play it and then trade it for a milk or
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, that's the one that stands. And we lose Quentin. Okay, he was gonna kneel for a while. Now is Dennis going to play around with Qohor?
That's interesting. Why not do military first? Maybe you want to give him strength boost to actually win.
I don't think Dennis knows what he's doing.
Oh!
Yeah. When I click on the cohort trigger, I know which attachment I want. It's no use looking what the options are. You have to know in advance when you click what you're going to take.
Just browsing, come on.
But this is useless, right? Can't kneel Eddie. So, unless you want to spend the armory, Grey John's not going to attack into Eddie, so might have been better to keep the Wolf King. Could attack into Eddie to get dominance. Okay. Never mind, he's going to spend the armory. Now what? Trade for bodyguard and play Morgulis. Nothing. Okay. Fair enough. What can we do? Can we play a two-claim plot and kill them off? I don't think we will. Maybe a winter festival.
Could
Well,
have a Uvinuruda or something like that, I don't know.
heads on spikes.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Stark plays to Harris?
Apparently.
They do.
Well,
So, you go first, trigger L first, you can cancel it even.
yeah. Which is not a big deal because you're
No, but
probably
you
gonna.
draw card.
That's true, but you're gonna keep Eddard, Marjorie, and Desert Scavenger, I think.
Yeah. Or, you could keep either. Yeah, probably like that. Looking at combination cards that you maybe keep Desert Raider. It's Ancestry cost, it's not. I like her, but she's not super efficient.
Yeah, the fact that air feels less. I mean, you wouldn't play it into Recon anyway. Have to kind of wait that he's gone until he's
Or
gone.
you, it depends, because um, I think you could also expect Stark to play the round air, round two with the Recon on the board, right? But yeah, that's a really good set of cards to get.
Mm-hmm. 4 gold plot. Played out 10.
Well, 8 gold with the Econ, right? Not so understandable.
I don't think you deserve to play out 10 on the Harris in round 2. Well, Knight of Flowers. Too bad the quarter is gone, but Knight of Flowers with one of the events that boost strength in hand could be decent enough here in challenges. But we got out of this one pretty badly now. So,
And the problem is there's Intimidate on Wyman.
can we play off to Galtown?
That would be alright. And you can use the Marjorie to boost the strength enough to where AD, for example, can be intimidated. But I don't know. Yes. now probably enough that he can use Wyman's ability if he really wants to stand him.
Hmm.
Oh, there's no intimidate. Sorry, there was sit sleep marshal. I didn't even notice. Sorry.
Oh, sweet sleep on Wyman, yeah, missed that as well. So
Yeah.
bodyguard and Nymeria don't work. So now I think you have to,
Nymeria has to go, right? So I
yeah,
guess you trade Nymeria into Wolf King if there's another one in the deck or something.
see the
Yeah, probably.
attachments go sideways here onto Small John or Jason.
Yeah, I could do Wolf King on Jason or I guess Small John. Just as good. Then you can trade back into Nymeria if there's another one. And this is probably your last Wolf King though, so I don't know. Or maybe there are three in the deck. Not going to take Nymeria at the moment.
Hmm. Well, settling for a milk.
Mm.
So now there's no bodyguard, but we're not going to Murgulis them
Well,
away. So
what happened with Renown on Jason? Right, just a sec. So why is there no Renown on Jason?
he didn't take it. Okay, so Wyman's gonna stay knelt, which means we should be able to win the power challenge back. So that 8-3 will look a little bit healthier after this sequence. Do we do military? Okay, we're going to do intrigue, which means probably intrigue and power. Otherwise, I think military and power would have been the choice. Power is really the one you can't spare, I think, here.
Mm.
And the Stark draw that's inbuilt into their economy.
Oh, you mean the gate that everybody has?
Yeah, but Stark just triggers at
Yeah.
will. I mean, you don't need to wait. The condition is always met, and
It's
they
always
don't.
meant because you can't put anything that's neutral in the deck. So no Begging Brothers,
you,
no.
you can't put anything. Sure, as if you want to. The thing is, though, that you can also sack econ because you have so many chuds that are playable and stuff like Shiver can get
Yeah, I
away
mean,
with cheap stuff sometimes. Well, we'll see if that happens
you
here. Okay, so we
are in a bad position now because this is One card left in hand. One
Dennis
econ
can go
cards.
first again with not needing his Clash of Kings, can be really fast. If he puts another fast thing into play, then it's dangerous. Now what does Martin find? Man will never know.
I guess nothing.
Not a single target, or just nothing that would be worth it.
I mean, I would say it's probably something that's worth it. To just get rid of the milk, get one attachment out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm. Yeah, let's play two heirs. I mean, trading your Marjories for your whatever Knight of Flowers. Well, I guess Randall Tarley. Not sure if anything from Martell really fits. Because they need
Well, maybe Viper
Cordoran,
with Strength
Viper.
Boost, right?
But I don't know. I mean, I just play Econ plots instead and Martial stuff so that you'd have more of it. Although with this kind of draw, it's not great. But he didn't need to just play out everything in round one, did he?
Hmm. Seized on Armory.
Didn't whiff on both, to be fair. It was Recon. This is Dennis's seized, of course, which he will trade away. And he's just played out a standy Intimidate guy. Okay, so let's consider how much power we're getting here if we are Dennis. So we are on 8 and we have 2 renown printed, or well, printed 2 renown basically. Is
I don't know.
10.
There's something weird with Jason, right? I don't know.
There's nothing weird with Jason. He has renown and Smodjon has renown, so that's 10. And power
But
and
why did
Clash
he not
of
get
Kings
renowned
is
before?
12. So if he can manufacture some more renown or some unopposed or some prized, he needs 3 more from those, which with Intimidate he could get. Well, let's see what this gives us. What's it going to trigger on itself or something for later? +2. Could have been higher, but okay. Okay. So now what? So this guy's still not kneeling, which means, okay, he has an extra renown on the power challenge as well. Military with everyone. Sure, he's calculated exactly how much he needs. There's 13 on defense potentially. There's 19 on attack, so you can leave out the Amber Loyalist.
You could leave up Shiber and then Shiber stands. Wyman.
13, is there not 14 on defense? No, it's 13 on defense, sorry. Okay, I think we're gonna give prize away, are we? But we have to be careful. There can come in and take a power icon, sure, but it has to have to stop Dennis from getting to 15 first. Yeah, Desert Raider stays. There's no attachment in Star that just gives renown, right? Nothing neutral that you could possibly use.
No, it's
Most
gonna be one now.
most factions can get something like that, but not Stark. Okay, so one renown and claim and Clash of Kings. Should be 13.
Relentless Assault.
Hmm.
Superior Claim.
Well, dominance.
Well, I don't know, there should be two renown on Jason, then it would be game.
Hmm.
Is it? Does he have optional keywords and just didn't take it? I don't know. I had optional keywords for a while, then one time had a huge board of characters on both sides, and I misclicked one renown, and then I turned off the optional keywords.
Okay, so we go, you win or you die trying to recover. Can't do any fake challenges at this point because Stark is in 14, so can't let them win on defense, which could be tricky. Don't really have the econ to support this either. Could do it in Duran's name. Uh, yeah, a bit late. And there we are, yeah. That's all we could do here. So, that's game. And that was the last one we had for you. So, we can look now at how this tournament finished. Well, the team standings here. Baratheon ended up winning with 45 points in 7 games. Uh, what's that? So they have a loss and 3 draws. Am I saying this right? So 3-1 was enough to win the tournament. So it was extremely tight. No team really dominating in the way that Targaryen did last year. Even the way Baratheon did 2 years ago, I think we had more points in this. So everything extremely tight this year. A lot of draws, and yeah, Bara just finishing on top. Lannister is
We
second,
were
same points.
one before last, I think.
Yeah. So I don't. I'm. This tournament's not closed yet on the jousting pavilion, so I'm not sure. But I think Knightswatch and Stark. I don't know if they're sorted correctly here. I don't think Jousting Pavilion knows. I think it should be Stark first or something. That's what I remember, but it doesn't really matter. So they're third and fourth, but in whatever order. Then it's Martell, Targaryen, and then Tyrell and Greyjoy at the bottom. So, but really the from 1 to 6 it was all super tight, as you can see within one victory basically all the teams.
What do you mean from 1 to 6?
Yes, from
We
1 to
were super
6
close.
and
Just
5
needed one more victory every round.
every round. Stark finished fourth, so from 5 teams still had a chance ahead of the final round. Stark was not one of them, but by beating Martell, they actually finished fourth in the end. And House Targaryen drops out of the top 5. They actually beat Baratheon, so interesting
And
how
we
it
beat
goes.
Lannister.
Yeah. And
You're very proud about it.
here is
Are we
the...
the only one? Are we the only one who properly beat Lannisters?
Yes, I think so.
We had all the draws, right?
Yeah. Here are the individual results for all the players. If anyone is interested, I guess it's not that important in this tournament. As you can see, Baratheon has some star players here who won all kinds of games. Gabriel finished fourth in the team in the end with 3 losses. He played on 7 games, and in the first few weeks was really on top, and I think brought them a lot of points. Martin is the only undefeated player in this tournament. Played the last 3, won. Who did he play against? Yeah, okay. And then we have Greyjoy. Alex, after a slow start, won his games, but really in the second part is where they, second half of the team, where they run into troubles. They couldn't really get a lot of wins um, without their star players, and we know that Greyjoy in this tournament, of course, struggles with slight lack of diversity compared to some other factions, so they were up against it. Then Lannister is all very mixed here, everyone contributing. They just basically were a win short of being able to win this tournament overall. And Bobby, who was not one of their top picks, he was quite low in the draft, did his job. Played his one deck in every round except for one, I think. Lenny Greenside, I didn't watch the last round. I wonder if that was the same deck as every other deck he plays. Martell, yeah, we had a strong start. You can see mostly wins on the left side of the spread here, basically, for our guys. We ran out of good agendas a little bit towards the end as well. Had to spend a lot of them early to because matches were super close, and yeah, had to spend them to get draws and wins, and we didn't have that many in the end, unfortunately. Some teams had more. Stark has a couple of amazing performers here at the top. Neo, Super Duck, Mates, Johannes, all with Mates with 5 wins, Neo and Super Duck with 6, Johannes then also pretty decent with 4. They had a lot of draws, just a couple of wins short to turn those draws into a win, like Terrell team had last year for us, and it cost them in the end. And I don't know, I think they can maybe look back at this tournament and say that they crushed Martell in the final round, but they had Crossing and Filthy and stuff like that to spend when they were theoretically out of contention, and they had a lot of draws early on, and those top agendas didn't get played. So I don't know about some of those choices. Then Targ, what can we say about them? Alex, the Czech Alex, Alex Czech, we could call him, their best performer. Very nice. He was Targ Regent a couple of years ago. And yeah, Palpa.
Was he Regent a couple years ago?
Did I mess that up? No, Palpa was the
No,
Targ Regent a couple of years
he
ago.
was
Alex
Baratheon
was
Regent.
Baratheon Regent. Yeah, sorry about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I was just going to complain about Palpa, so he continues his 65% win rate or whatever it is, very successful, but will not admit that Targaryen is strong ever. So whatever.
I think it's in a royalist's nature to complain about how shitty their cards are. Like Micha always complains about Baratheon being shit.
I don't think that's true.
It's been a lot lately.
I rarely complain specifically about Baratheon being shit. I'm just more complain about the opposition having strong cards that maybe they shouldn't. Tyrell, okay. Reinhardt, the star player, won 4 games. That's as good as it gets for Tyrell. Missing some firepower here, I guess. who shall we blame? Should we blame Francis? I'd like to blame Francis. He also is an annoying Targ loyalist that opposes everything I say on Discord. So 3 losses and only 2 wins. Well, 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 well. Steven also at the bottom. Mm. But we did record his 1 win, which I thought wasn't going to happen, but then it did. And finally, Night's Watch. Yeah, they were maybe the favorites given the team they assembled, and they were fighting with Martell in the early part of the tournament, and then yeah, just needed something a little bit more. They needed to get something from the Baratheon matchup, which I thought they could, but they didn't really. And Greyjoy, who was struggling in this tournament, took points off them. So in the end, wasn't to be. Lucas played extremely well in this tournament, especially early on. Argentos, like Alex, lost the first two, but then yeah, flawless for the rest of the event. Jing, an excellent trade for them. Marcel also, of course, top player. Yeah, everyone contributed in some way there. A strong team, but just a little bit short. And a few people have been saying that if it didn't happen this year when they had this team, then maybe Knights really can't win this tournament. I think they can. I think this year showed that things are extremely close and you just need a touch more luck. Maybe a misplay that shouldn't have happened or something that cost you 1 game. That would be enough for this tournament to go completely differently. And I still think I could be pretty happy playing Night's Watch in this format. Although now I have 5 factions still to try, so let's see where we end up next year. So yes, I would like to thank everyone for watching these videos with us. So we have a lot of, well, we have all Martell games, all 80, which is it 80? it's 56. Sorry, I said I went a bit crazy with the number there. 56 games we recorded, so every one of them. I didn't think that would be possible, but somehow it happened. And a lot of Terrell games, some other games as well. A lot of people joining on commentary, a lot of people in the chat when we streamed live, and also huge thanks to everyone who sent me the recordings of the games when I wasn't around. That was a big help. What else before we go? So next team tournament, I guess, is going to be the Battle for the Seven Kingdoms again. That's already open for registration. Then I think deadlines are towards the end of December, actually, so plenty of time. And starts properly in January. And
Stalek, right?
Stalek first, yes. So that's what we'll be preparing for, I guess. And as far as online stuff goes, so next Champions of Westeros is now in progress. 104 players, which I believe it was mentioned that this is the highest number since 2019. So incredible. And also friendly opens back with season 14. So we've had 1 event and we'll have 4 more in the next 4 weekends. So next one Saturday, morning time in Europe, or I think it's morning or early afternoon, I guess, depends how you look at it. So everyone invited. Yes, anything else we should add?
No.
No. Then
Nothing from me.
Let that be it, and hopefully see you in whatever comes next on this channel. So thank you for watching all the videos, and see you next time.
Bye bye.